10 pro sniper tips for any gun in Call of Duty Mobile. Tigon here, and today I'm giving you guys 10 tips for any sniper along with a secret bonus tip that is almost like hacking. No, this is not clickbait. So I challenge you guys to stay to the end because people these days literally have no attention span. So first off, we have number 1, play softly/lightly. And what do I mean by this? You want to have your hands almost hovering over your device, and if you have a phone, this is going to be a bit harder. Now, tablet players, they can have their fingers hovering all over the device because they either have it on a stand or they just have it placed down where they can use their fingers independently of holding the actual device. If you have a phone, it actually makes you want to grip it more, and that's really bad because when you get into tense situations, you're going to grip it really tight, and that's not too good for your hands, especially if you're playing claw. And it's not too good for your gameplay because you're restricting yourself and you're going to play worse. If you tense up, you're not going to be able to get certain shots. So make sure you have your fingers lightly move across the screen so you do not tense up. Please keep this in mind. Now, number 2, shoot faster. If you want to be a good sniper in this game, you have to shoot faster. And the way to do this is once you see someone, you need to analyze their movement and then shoot them as soon as possible. Now, you have to already be pre-aiming to do something like this, and I do recommend having or playing claw. Even 3-finger claw is good. If you are not playing claw, you're gonna have to have 1 second of delay or maybe even half a second, but there's still gonna be some delay. So make sure to go ahead and actually just try to play as fast as possible, or try to pre-aim your target. If you don't want to play claw, try just a little bit of gyro because that's gonna allow you to get your crosshair pre-aiming or on your target quicker, meaning you're going to be able to shoot them quicker. Once you see them, just shoot. So yeah, I actually have one secret tip for this, and it only works if you play claw. Basically, you can use the ADS and the shoot button together to actually shoot faster. When you use the ADS button that allows you to scope in and automatically shoot, it does it automatically. But if you use the hip fire button along with just the regular scope button, you're scoping in independently and you don't have to wait for the gun to fully scope in, and that means you can shoot faster, sometimes half a second faster, which is a very good skill and a very good trick. And you can get kills way faster by using this tip. Now, please keep in mind this is not as accurate as using the ADS shoot button, and that's because there's a scope glitch with this particular game that I really do hope they fix, but I'm not going to get into that. If you guys want to learn about the scoping glitch, stay to the end of the video. Number 4, walking and pre-aiming. I seriously believe no one does it, but walking is so important. I've said this so many times in my videos, but one is going to help you shoot faster. People always ask me, how do I shoot fast in my videos? Walking will help you shoot faster. And then on top of that, pre-aiming a target when you're walking is just going to allow you to shoot and take someone out before they even have a chance to react. So especially if you're going around a corner, you might want to either you might want to walk around the corner, never run, or slide around the corner. Jumping, people can predict that, but that's still better than running. So any chance you get, walk around. Unless you're trying to get to an objective, then you run, but other than that, walk. Now, number 5, this is the big one. Master the 3 forms of sniping plus movements. So first off, we have quickscoping, right? And if you want to be a better quickscoper, as I said, learn claw quickscoping is going to allow you to scope in faster. And then of course you need to master long range quickscoping. Now yes, lots of people just try to quickscope close range, that's really good, but long range quickscoping is going to give you a trick that many people don't do. Like, I don't really see too many people long range quickscoping. They're always hard scoping to get those long range kills, and if you can long range quickscope, it's going to make you a way better sniper. You're going to be able to get in and out of engagements easier. It's just going to make you better overall. Now, the way to actually practice this is to go to Kill House for your short range quickscoping, and for your long range, play Crossfire, just quickscope on it. Now next is hard scoping. This is also very important, especially when you're playing game modes like S&D, and you're gonna also need to improve quick hard scopes. Yes, so it's not quick long range quickscoping, but yes, hard scoping, but you need to be able to move your crosshair onto your target very fast, and this just simply comes with practice. The best way to do this is Crossfire. Now lastly, and the reason why I'm saying last for a reason, is flickshotting. And the best way to learn this, of course, is just go in Kill House, and to do this you have to have a mastery of your sense. Now please keep in mind, you only flickshot as a last option because it is not accurate. Even the best flick shotters will always, not always, but there's a good chance they'll miss maybe 50 to 70% of the time. It's not guaranteed because it's just really hard to predict, and it's gonna also make you slower in certain situations. So if you're trying to flick your gun crosshair all the way to another person, and let's say you're facing one way and you shot a 180 or I guess 90-degree flick, that's nice and all, but you'd probably be faster in some cases just turning around, and you're not going to be in your scope if you were to turn around, so you would be safer if you were just turning around instead of taking the scoping in and then turning to flick shot on a person. Now, it is a very valuable skill, but make sure to use it only when necessary. So those are the three main, and now we're gonna get into the movements, which are jump shots, slide shots, prone shots, and one more for you guys, crouch spamming shots. And what it basically means is if you're hard scoping someone or trying to quick scope, you would like kneel down near a car, and you would just hit the crouch button, walk a little bit, then crouch again, just to move your way around a car, just maneuver. And that's really good because it's gonna keep you out of a person's scope, or if you're fighting against another sniper, or if someone's trying to shoot you, it's just gonna allow you to be way more safe. You're just not gonna get shot as much. Staying behind cover or head glitching is really good. Now, number 6, don't hit the scope button. With the new update, I really hate that they did this to snipers. You can't scope in freely. What do I mean by this? Once you hit the scope button or scope in, you can and you cancel it, even though you didn't shoot, you're still gonna have to have a little cooldown of your scope, and I really don't agree with this. If you don't shoot, then your scope shouldn't have to have a cooldown. And because of this, you can't snipe. You have to actually analyze your opponent's movements before sniping, because before I would maybe scope in once or twice, just a little bit, to go ahead and then shoot my opponent, or I would jiggle scope, and that would basically allow me to shoot faster because I kind of just reset the scope's cooldown. But that's not a viable option anymore, and I was gonna actually put it in this vid, but with the newest update, it's just not possible. Now, number 7, play with the same camera ADS sensitivity for both your snipers and your ARs. It's better for muscle memory, you're gonna learn faster, and it's gonna allow you not to forget your AR sensitivity. And also, it will make you better and remember it longer by correlation. Making connections to 2 different subjects helps keep something in your brain longer. It's actually scientifically proven, and people use it all the time when actually trying to learn a subject. So if you're studying or something, make sure to do a completely different subject, and your mind will naturally find different connections between them, and it's gonna allow you to actually remember it longer. But enough about that. Now 8. This one's pretty simple, but it's gotten me a lot of times, and it's to move your thumbs almost always. People might see a person running at them or think, oh, that's not that much, and they just may not move their thumb when they're trying to flick at someone. But no, move your thumb every single time. And since this was such a short tip, I have another tip conjoined with it, and that is your basically your thumb position, whether you're pulling or pushing to do a flick or to shoot someone. Now, if you're a phone player, this especially applies to you. If you're trying to take someone out, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna either have to pull or push your thumb to actually get your crosshair on target. If you're pulling your thumb, you're gonna be more accurate because it's just easier to predict where your crosshair is gonna go if you're pulling it in or pulling it to the edge of the phone. But if you're pushing inward to the phone, it's gonna be way harder. So you need to master pushing inward, and you also need to remember that you're gonna be able to aim better if you're pulling. So keep that in mind. And now we're on to the next one. 9. Your friend is cover. Never be without cover. Sprint to other places or objectives. As I said before with walking, walk everywhere unless necessary, and people should never be able to get to you. You should be annoying. And number 10, your best friend is positioning. It doesn't matter what device you have, God positioning can make you unstoppable. I have a friend, his name is Weaponized, he plays on iPhone 6 and he's insanely good at the game, and he uses a sniper. And if he had like a good phone, I think he would be like literally one of the best players, and actually good Wi-Fi, best players in the game, because his positioning, in my opinion, is godly. If you have good positioning, you can get around someone, it's basically like a mind game. It's basically like playing chess. So if you are playing a mind game, it doesn't matter how bad your aim is. If you can get behind someone and they can't do anything about you, they're dead, point blank. I used to play this game. It was called Mobile Legends. It was basically a knockoff League of Legends, but I had this one character I was really good with, and because of my Wi-Fi, because it was so bad, I would always gravitate to him because I could be still and I could just take people out by playing positioning and getting around things. Remember, positioning is key. Even if you have bad Wi-Fi, you can still use positioning. And the best way to practice this is just to play ranked. Make sure you are never in an enemy's sight. Always be annoying. Make it so they cannot get to you. Make it so they will rage because you keep on taking them out. Don't camp, there's a difference. Now, along with positioning, make sure to go to an unpredictable location after shooting someone. Remember, don't peek at a particular person more than twice, because if you're trying to peek at someone like 3 times, you're definitely going to get shot. Twice is pushing it, but it's better than 3 times. So if you look at a window or look in a window 2 times, remember, okay, your time's up, go move to another place. You have to get the drop on them. Be sneaky like a ninja, and you want to stay on the outskirts of the map. If you're on the outskirts of a map, you have the advantage, you're one-shot kill, especially in certain maps. The outskirts is going to be like really long, so you're going to have just an advantage being on the outskirts as a sniper. Now, a bonus tip for you guys. Yeah, I got a bonus tip. I'm really nice, and that is to learn speed acceleration. Now, please keep in mind that speed acceleration is very hard to learn. So if you don't want to do this undertaking, I can completely understand, especially if you already have gyro. Right now, I'm trying to master speed acceleration and gyro, and let me just say, it is very hard. I've mastered gyro before, but I took it off just to master speed acceleration, and I put it back on, and it is a very hard thing to do. So keep that in mind. But those are my 10 tips. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and actually go ahead and share this video to one person. Please don't be lazy. Take the little share button, copy the link, and share it to one person, guys, please. And if you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell button. It's not going to hurt you. It just makes sure you actually hear and see all of my updates, all of my posts. That's all. Tigon out.